Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to provide my views on the motion before the House. At the outset, let me iterate that what we need in this country is not Truth and Reconciliation Commission, but political maturity, adherence to the rule of law, compliance with 2013 Constitution, and recognizing that Fiji is a multiracial and multi-religious country. Constant echoes of divide is made by the leaders who should be healing the divide. Mr. Speaker, sir, it hurts. Mr. Speaker, sir, what I was saying, it hurts when Indo-Fijians are called Pulangis. Is this reconciliation? Where is political maturity? We have heard the Honorable Prime Minister apologizing to the Girmitis. And he has done it many times. After barely a few months later, he calls the same people he apologized to as Vulangi. And the main reason is, Mr. Speaker, sir, we came after. So the whole debate is who came first. People who came here, they passed away. I did not come with my great-grandparents. My parents were born here. I was born here. Apologies will not heal or reconcile. And a living example is our Honorable Prime Minister. He's been apologizing, but doing the opposite. Words and actions matter, Mr. Speaker, sir. And we have heard from Honorable Naipoto, after the Methodist Church did that forgiveness session they had, but they did the opposite. It's the words and actions that matter. Mr. Speaker, sir, the 2013 Constitution provides all Fijians, irrespective of one's race, religion, caste, or creed, it gives us equal citizenry. And then, whatever I've discussed now is the same government that brings in a motion to set up Truth and Reconciliation Commission. And this is where I feel that as leaders, we lack maturity. We are not responsible for the words that we say. I believe that establishing a Truth and Reconciliation Commission is more to deviate attention from the real issues facing the country, the underlying issues of economic inequality. Mr. Speaker, sir, as leaders, we should be focusing mainly on policies where we can grow our economy and we can look after the disadvantaged in our community. We should be focusing on economic growth and developing policies that will assist in bringing in equality in this country. And if we are able to achieve that, then we will not have such issues that we are discussing today. In a small country like Fiji, establishing a Truth and Reconciliation Commission gives a signal to the world that we do have some serious issues. This will have a negative impact on investor confidence or even consumer confidence, having huge impact on our economy. Mr. Speaker, sir, one of the main challenges of establishing a Truth and Reconciliation Commission is the danger of political manipulation. Government might use it to selectively investigate their political opponents while protecting their own interest, which can undermine the impartiality and credibility of such a commission. And there are many cases available which talks about impacts, effectiveness of Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and it's advisable that we should be on top of what has happened in other countries before even we adopt this. Mr. Speaker, it can also lead to the provision of a form of amnesty or leniency for those who have committed serious crimes. Mr. Speaker, this coalition government continues to disregard Constitution, the rule of law. They are pursuing their agenda without proper legal procedures, which pose a significant threat to the stability and integrity of the nation. And this is where we all should be focusing on, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, Truth and Reconciliation Commission often rely on voluntary testimony, which means that not all individuals with relevant information may come forward. Some perpetrators may choose not to testify, leading to an incomplete picture of the truth. Witnesses may be afraid to speak openly due to fear of reprisals. Victims will also have a high expectation that Truth and Reconciliation Commission will provide them with justice or compensation. But if these expectations are not met, it can lead to disillusionment and disappointment. Mr. Speaker, sir, we must pause and ask ourselves whether Fiji has that level of human rights violation, abuses, atrocities, and political persecution. Mr. Speaker, sir, our issues are not as extensive and serious as we have seen in countries where TRCs have been established. What Fiji needs is further strengthening of the institutions that are there to protect all Fijians from human rights abuses, racial, and other discrimination. We must make this institution totally independent of any political interference. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have a constitution that guarantees our fundamental rights and recognizes all citizens as equal. We should work towards political maturity and acceptance. And finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, if we want to achieve a better nation for our children and our grandchildren, we need to address the underlying issues. And the underlying issues, in my view, is lack of political maturity and economic inequality.